3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 225 of Ruse Radio. We are back at it again with a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Sarah Krohn, and I am an indie musician here in Chicago.
Wow. And you've been an indie musician you've been a musician, I should say, for how long?
I've been a musician for kind of my whole life. I started taking lessons as a kid, but I started releasing music when I was like 16.
16. Oh, see, Oscar's trying to be a part of things immediately, folks. He just jumped on the bed right before I thought that was like a sign of he's going to be peaceful. He's not going to do this, you know? I just have to acknowledge this because I feel like he's hard to ignore. He makes himself a part of things. I just saw it coming. There it is. There it is, folks. That's the power of Oscar. But 16. So I'm trying to think, because I think when I first started making music, I probably would have been, like, seriously making music, I probably would have been 14. I don't know, because I would be like 7th grade, so however old I was in like 7th or 8th grade. Because my friend wanted to be like a rapper, and I was going to be a rapper with him, and then he stopped being a rapper and wanted to be a UFC fighter, and then I was a rapper forever. That's kind of how it works. But but you say you've been making music way before, so you mean like you were always like kind of doing musical things? Like you were always involved. Did you have a musical family or no?
My family isn't super musical, but me and my brother, I have an older brother, and we both just took guitar lessons as a kid and also piano lessons. And then I started taking voice lessons at some point, and then I just started writing songs on my own.
Oh, what do they teach you in piano lessons?
Like how to read music. I took and quit piano lessons like 5 separate times because I was like, oh, I should take lessons. But then I was like, no, I don't like this.
Why? Because it's hard? Like it's difficult to learn?
I don't know. I think I just didn't love taking lessons for piano because I feel like what I wanted to do, it was mostly just like chords and stuff. And I wasn't super interested in learning classical music and things like that. I wanted to learn like Coldplay when I was 14.
Oh, and that's like... Yeah, okay, and it's boring. Yeah, see, I feel like music theory is really boring for that reason. Like, it'd be really good to know. Do you know music theory? Do you know that? Do you know, like, see, yeah. I feel like that'd be really good stuff to know when it comes to writing music, because I know nothing. But at the same time, I feel like it's almost like I don't want to know. Like, it's kind of more magical if I just don't learn.
Yeah.
I feel like and that's kind of why it's hard. But it's, like, when I hear, who's a good example? I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He's like super duper. He does crazy stuff. Like he's like draws stuff with MIDI.
Oh, Jacob Collier.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so he's amazing. But I almost feel like he's like too smart for his own good because he'd never appeal to a casual audience. It's kind of impossible.
Yeah,
that's just what he is. He's like too far down that, like, it's kind of a great example of how you can just be like too music, like he's so tuned in that he can like do things that don't even make sense. So you wouldn't even know. It's kind of like jazz. Like most people don't understand what jazz even is. So when you hear jazz, it doesn't make sense.
Though Jacob Collier did just release like an acoustic album of like just kind of simple acoustic songs, and it's actually He's trying
to tone it down, scale back a little bit.
There's one song that's really, really beautiful, and it's called Something Heavy. I would say, like, when people are like, oh, he can't just write like a good song, I would say that's like a good song. So, I think he knows that everybody says those things about him, and he really wants to like prove them wrong.
Well, and he's done collaborations with like
everyone,
pop artists and commercial. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's funny. You're right. He probably does see all, because I feel like that's he's kind of the guy that takes the fall for all that.
Yeah,
it's him. Yeah. If it's anybody, it's him. But I've tried to learn music theory in that same way, but only through YouTube. I feel like if I had classes when I was young, maybe that would have been good. Maybe that would have got me. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah,
you know?
I think like the way that Jacob Collier describes music, which is the way that I think of it, is like as if it's a language. And so the more that you learn, the more vocabulary you have to say certain things metaphorically
Yeah.
with music.
Like
And so-
moods and how to convey them and all that.
Yeah, but that's like from a technical standpoint. But I feel like so much of actually writing music, it's not technical. It's about feeling a lot of the time.
Exactly.
And it's so subjective, so it's so hard to know.
When you think too much about the technical aspects, then it's hard to to dumb it down in only. So this book, like right here, I remember I read it. It's called Writing Screenplays That Sell, and at the end of the book, it says says about movies, that writing a good movie is somewhere between feeling and thinking. Like if a movie's making you think too much, then it's not a good movie because it's not making you feel at all. And if a movie's making you feel too much, it's not a good movie. Oh, maybe pop that door and he'll exit. So this book, it says all that about feeling and thinking. And I feel like you could apply that to music and all kinds of things. Like I think if you make music that's too far in the direction of thought and just you overthink it, and then you can overthink anything. It's kind of like the whole like flow state thing and all this. Like if you're trying to write a song, you can't get lost in like the minutia of every little thing. And you can, but you can't, because like it just comes to you. And if you overthink it, then you'll ruin it, and you'll like rewrite it, and you'll do all these things, you know. I feel like I rarely rewrite anything for that reason. I can't. I feel like it's, but I can't overthink it because that's my rule. So I'm afraid I'll get too much knowledge and I'll ruin it.
Yeah. I think that is a really valid way to feel about it, because I think sometimes when I've learned more things, it almost boxes you in, because then you know what you don't know. And if you don't know what you don't know, then ignorance is bliss. But once you start to know more, you know where you're lacking in things. So
yeah, and that's the sad thing about growing up, folks, and becoming an adult. As you look back at yourself, I feel like it's a rule of life. Like if once you just always know more, it's kind of good because you know more, and you can look back at yourself and see what you didn't know. But it's also like so embarrassing to look back. Like I feel, and again, it's a rule of life. So it's like every 3 years to 5 years or so, you can just always do it. And I kind of just have accepted this about myself. Like right now, I'm gonna look back at right now, and I'm going to see everything wrong with what I did. I'm going to see it. And I don't really understand in the moment. Like maybe I kind of do, but I'm going to know then. And I'm just going to think it's so embarrassing. But I don't know what it is. And that's the fun part, right? You know, like, do you look back at your music from like 10 years ago and think, oh my God, like what was I doing? Or like 5 years ago and think, oh my God, what was I doing?
Yeah. I mean, I look back at it and I see so many places where I could do things better. So in some ways it's like you look back at it and you're like, oh, I can do all of these things better, and I could revise the song. But at the same time, I could also just make a new song that is probably just going to be better overall, because it's like I have new things to say. And I feel like they're kind of like time capsules for a time that you were living, which I think is like a really sweet way to look at it, and to not like judge yourself too much of like, what was I thinking? It's just like, that's where I was at that point in time.
Well, I think that's what's so cool about making songs in general. Like, I think it's cool to have a time capsule like that, because I don't even think I would have a way to get back into like the mindset of when I was in high school unless I had those songs.
Yeah.
Because now I can listen to all those things and be like, oh my gosh, like I know exactly what I was thinking. Like I can even remember the moment, like where I was sitting when I wrote it, when I came up with it, and all these things. So it's kind of, I feel like that's just a good reason to even make stuff at all. It's because you always have that. You always have that little time. And it's always, you don't even realize what you're doing when you're doing it. Like that's the little piece of you that it's even like writing a journal. You don't realize that if you look back at the journal 10 years later, you're going to see a different you than you are now. Yeah. Because it's always a different you, you know? Mm-hmm. And I always forget to write in my journal. I have like, my journal entries are like every 3 to 6 months. It's I don't know. I don't think that's good. It's kind of cool, I feel like, but it's also not cool.
Yeah, I used to write in a journal every single day for pretty much my whole entire life. Like I wrote pretty frequently, but this year was the first year that I stopped writing every day. And I don't know why really, but I think it was because I graduated from college last year, and so
congratulations.
Hell yeah. But after I graduated, like now I just have a normal day job, and I feel like the days, they're not really that different than the other days. And so I just kind of stopped writing, and then I'm also just busy. But now I feel like I'm remembering my life a lot less, and that is the part that scares me. Whoa. I think it really helps with memory if you write down every single day.
Whoa. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, that is kind of scary. Because, like, oh my gosh, whoa. Well, it's weird to hear it that way because you were just in college and you left college and now your life's more monotonous. Because I already feel like my life's monotonous. I feel like I've been there for a while. I feel like most people feel that way already. You just like got there, you know?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I never thought about like that as if you don't like write things down. Because I mean, I think like when I write a song, it's that same thing as if I wrote in a journal. Like it's the same, like the same feeling of like getting something out, I guess. And probably I like that even more, probably, because then I can share it with people and it feels more purposeful, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so whoa, yeah, because I'll go through periods where I like won't write anything, and I feel like, yeah, wow, you say things well, wow. How long have you been? So you worked on music, but you always wrote music, or no?
Yeah, I started writing music when I was 13, so it was like I had been playing guitar for 2 years.
But I mean, like lyrically, even like you wrote everything, like the lyrics and the instrumental and everything.
Yeah, I started writing all of it at the same time, but then I got really into writing lyrics and would write lyrics a lot more often than I would write music because I would be in school and like writing lyrics in my other classes. And when I was 18, I published like a poetry book of all the lyrics that I had written but didn't have songs to yet. And I was actually just reading it the other day, and I don't think it's the best thing ever, but it is something. A lot of words that I wrote at that time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny to look at lyrics and have no clue like what the flow of it even is. Like I don't even know what it was supposed to sound like sometimes.
Yeah,
what was I trying to do? It's just
words. But then when you put it to music, like the music will command something so different from the words that you wrote.
Yeah.
And so that's why it can be kind of tricky to
it's
try
like
to
voice
put.
memos. That's why they're so much better than writing down.
Yeah.
Because really, I'm always worried sometimes that what if I write down like a melody and I don't do that, like record it, I might forget the exact melody.
Yeah, that's what I'm really afraid of. I feel like I record things way too much. I'll think of one line and I'll be like, I have to record it right now or else I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah, but you
Sometimes
can though.
I know you
forget
can.
it.
That's the thing. Yeah,
that's real though. Yeah, and that's what I'm, because I feel like I've had a couple times where, or even like I didn't go back and listen to it first, and then I listened to it after. I was like, whoa, that's like a whole different thing than I thought it was. Because you just kind of forget over time. I feel like you just naturally remember what you thought it was, or if you like freestyle it the first time and then you just do that and you weren't recording it when you freestyled it and then you try to do that same thing. I feel like that's kind of even impossible. I don't even think that's possible. That's why you have to record freestyles. I feel like if you ever want to do anything with them, I don't understand people who freestyle lyrics all the time. I've never understood that. Like, I don't know if that's popular outside of rap, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
I've written with some people who are not rappers at all, but when they write, they kind of do a similar thing. Like they'll just come up with lyrics on the spot, and it impresses me so much because I am
like
not
when they're recording
that way. Well, when it's like we're writing a song together, and they're like, "Oh, what if we did this?" And then they just like come up with something on the spot and just kind of roll with it. I am not that way with writing music. I'm much more of like a thinker, a feeler, a planner, and then I do it. Not just like I'm just gonna say whatever comes to my mind.
Yeah. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle because I can understand, like, I guess, like if you're recording, like you could do different things, like you could switch it up a little bit, but I feel like, do you mean like changing like a whole section of a song, like, hey, let's throw in a bridge here, or hey, let's sing this differently, or like what kind of change are we talking about? Like what would give me an example of what somebody would suggest?
Well, it would just be like we like kind of playing the chords to something that we had written, and then they're just like spitting lyrics on the spot and coming up with
that's crazy.
It's basically like freestyle lyrics.
That's crazy. Like for a song, that's crazy. I mean, like I can't understand because sometimes I'll see people who do that really well, and it's like magic to me. Like, I'm like, wow, do they? Because there's really, with rap, it's popular. Like people who are really good at freestyle rap, I don't even understand. Like it doesn't sound like they're freestyling. And there's like Lil Wayne is notorious for that. He's never really written anything down, which doesn't make any sense. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but I guess like in jazz music, improvisation, it's a similar thing. It's just no words, only music.
Yeah, I suppose. But I feel like with that, at least you have the openness of interpretation. Like once you introduce words,
right? It's like we all speak the language of
Yeah.
words, but not everybody speaks the language of jazz.
we can all hear an instrumental. I think that's what kind of is beautiful about instrumental music, is that it's not telling you anything, so it's kind of all easy listening in that way. Like I think I saw it was in some philosophy book. I just can't remember who said it, but they were like equating music to the universe because of the way that music is like instrumental music, because what was it? That it's just, yeah, I'm gonna mess it up. It's so interpretive, I suppose. I think that's the idea, is that it's so like, it's like listening to waves. Like the waves aren't really saying anything, but that's all listening to waves is.
It's just sound.
And it can tell you anything you want it to, just like listening to a certain song. Like it can tell people all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, freestyle rap, freestyle words, that's crazy. Like I feel like when you're writing, you're freestyling, but you can refine it and you can like perfect it and make it exactly what it's supposed to be. And I've like, when I talk to people who write music, usually I should ask you even like okay, so I'll ask you then. That's what I'll do. What is your writing process? Like when a song comes to your mind, how does that happen?
It usually starts with a feeling for me. Either I am feeling something and I'm like, right, I need to write a song, or oftentimes it'll be like I'll be working on something else and I'll just play like a chord or something, and I'll just get this feeling where I'm like, okay, now I have to write a song just from like hearing that chord. It made me feel some sort of way.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of like ping pong back and forth between the words and the melody and what's going on with the music until it's done.
I mean, like, how did the words come out though? Like, when you're like trying to translate the words from your brain, like, does that just happen? There's not even like, it's just kind of a process.
I think for me, I'm such a meaning-based person with music that I think words just come to me. Like, I think that's probably the easiest part. Like, I don't really know why I chose music in all of this, because I think the thing that is most natural to me is just like either talking or ranting to my notes app. Like that feels like the most direct translation from my brain to like having something to show for it. I think it's just like talking and thinking.
Yeah. And so it's kind of just like thinking in song form in a way, is what you're saying?
Yeah, sometimes I'll write in my notes app, and it won't be sentences in the way that you would write a story, but it would be kind of like poetry or lyrics, really.
Yeah. And then you just translate that to a song. Wow.
Yeah. And then it's like I'll be kind of fiddling around with something to do with music, and then I'll just put those words to the music and make them fit together.
Yeah. Do you have like certain songs where you feel like you did that the best?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely have favorite songs of mine, but in terms of like the way that the words show up, I would hope that all of them, like I think like by the time I release any of my songs, I'm usually pretty proud of all of it. I would hope.
I mean, what are your favorites then?
Okay, so my favorite song that I've ever released is this song called "A Part of Me."
Yeah.
But according to Spotify statistics, it's no one else's favorite, but it's my favorite. There's something that was really special about that song to me, and I love the vibes of it. I love the guitars in it. It was a really special song to me, and I love it.
When did you release that?
I released that in 2021, so a really long time ago.
I mean, relatively. I feel like 2021 feels like forever ago, but also, I guess not really. Like, I mean, because then I think like 2016 is like 10 years ago, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just nuts. Mm-hmm. So I guess 2021's not that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, as we record this, that's 4 years ago now. So there you go. And how do you record your stuff? Do you go to the studio and you do all this? Like, I mean, you record all the instruments yourself?
I used to do everything DIY. Like I recorded everything, mixed, mastered, everything myself. But now I have been kind of increasing, like working with people, bringing more people into the process each time I make a song. And so now I've been working with a producer kind of all throughout, whereas like I used to just do it all myself, but I think it's really helpful to have someone else to bounce ideas off of and really just like keep me accountable and like continue working on the song, because I think if it's up to me, I'll often start to doubt myself and like not continue working on it, or just feel like I don't know where to go with it and give up in the process. And so having another person like forces me to continue with it.
What, like a coach?
Yeah.
They're like, you got this, you got this, you got this. I mean, is it like just having like a release schedule, even like trying to stay on top of that and doing songs every so and so often? Kind
of, except I am such a planner in my life, but for whatever reason, I have never been able to plan what songs I'm releasing, because I think it takes so much to release a song for me that I have to feel really jazzed on it, or it's just not going to happen. Yeah. And so it just has to be whatever I'm feeling the most in the moment, which bugs me endlessly because I am such a planner with everything in my life, but like that's the one thing I like can't plan
ahead of time. Mm-hmm. You can plan it like the week of.
Yeah, I've been trying to, and I have been a little bit better about it, and I've really just been trying to release as much music as I can right now. So I'm working on it. I mean, it's a difficult thing, I suppose. Because what is it? Just because you don't want to put something out that would be like just not representative of you, like it just wouldn't be like you right now, like, you know, wherever you are right now. So if you put this out and you're going to put it out 2 months from now, maybe that's not you 2 months from now. I think it's less of that, and it's more that I just want the song to, like, I have to feel really excited about the song. Yeah. And so if I feel like, even if I think it's a really good song and that I should release it and that people would really like it, like, it isn't enough for me to work on it. I have to feel like this deep desire to express whatever is in the song, because that is the thing that will drive me to continue working on it and releasing it. You know, if you get really famous and you're famous for like 50 years and then you die, they're going to release all your songs on like these new albums. And that's the scary thing, isn't it? It'll be like official albums. You can't control it anymore. That's actually I don't know how to feel about that. Scary thought. That's what it is. That all these albums that come out, it's like just stuff that people died and all this stuff that they're like, you know what? That's not good enough. I'm not going to release that. Yeah, like a bunch of like Elliott Smith songs are like, they're out there and he doesn't get to choose. It's crazy. I think Mac Miller just released an album like a year ago. I think that was his last album. I think that's literally, and I just feel like it's so weird, just the term posthumous album, because I feel like stuff doesn't get released for a reason. I feel like if it's like up to the artist to curate the music, and so there's like unreleased songs, but it's like if you die and then you release an album, that's not unreleased, that's like a whole different thing now. Yeah, I think it's even sometimes like more special because there's so much that goes into, especially with really big artists, like the types of songs that they're releasing and the types of songs that they think that they should release, where I bet there's so many like really great songs that they're just not releasing because it doesn't fit with everything. Right. Like their current aesthetic or whatever it is. Yeah. Like I have some songs that like I wrote in high school that I would never release now because it sounds like a high schooler wrote them, but I really like them and I think that they're good, but I just would never release them now. Yeah. I mean, I just release everything. I feel like every time I find anything, I'm like, oh, I could put this somewhere. And I also think there is a kind of a novelty to it. Like if you do find something that's older and you like put it out in some format, like I think like the internet allows that now. Like you could put out something like that on like YouTube, and if you have enough people who are interested in you, I feel like that's cool. But to re-release it in like new form is a different thing. Like you kind of have to just like have it as like a throwback thing. Yeah. Like if I were to post a song that I made in high school, it has to be like just that. I can't release it as like a new song. But that being said, I think I have done that a couple times. Yeah. Because I can't help myself. Like the song sounds so bad. Like, oh my God. I mixed and mastered everything for the longest. I still do. I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't anymore. I still do. And so, oh my God, I just listened to that and it's so bad. I feel like my vision was ruined by my own skills. Yeah. When I listened to it. That like that could have been good. Yeah. But I ruined it. That's how I feel about like the drums that I've put on songs like way back when, before I knew how to play the drums.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense and it sounds ridiculous.
Was like MIDI drums too. So yeah, and like MIDI drums, especially if they're not good. Like MIDI drums already sound like MIDI drums, but if you make them not good, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's just a pile of garbage.
But MIDI drums are hard, folks. They're not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're clicking in drums, that's hard. Because they have drum loops, but those are kind of boring, and so you don't really want to use those, and so you have to and you want to be yourself and like come up with things. And so MIDI drums are just like, really at that point you just want one of those sample pad like kits.
Yeah.
Like that's really the best case scenario. I don't even think I would ever do. I think I would, if I were to make instrumentals like that, I would just get the kit. I would not even subject myself to MIDI drums.
Yeah, I have back at my parents' house, I have a whole electronic drum kit that I think you can make into MIDI, so you can just hit it, but it's so big I never brought it to Chicago, and my apartment here is too small. And so and my mom was like, we're getting rid of it. We have to get rid of it. I paid like $700 for it though.
That sounds nice.
I really wanted to use it, and so now I'm like, but it's like I can't really even sell it because I'm not there to to do anything with it. So
she might sell it.
If anybody in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania wants an electronic drum kit, I'll sell it to you for less than $700.
She's willing to barter, folks. I mean, $700 or less. That's not a bad offer. And it's a perfectly working drum kit. Nothing wrong with it.
It's nice.
I mean,
it's a nice kit.
I'm imagining like if I were seeing this on Facebook Marketplace, like, you know, what are the details? Like, you know,
I don't know anything about the brand or anything, but I bought it from my friend who's an excellent drummer, and it's a pretty nice kit.
I mean, $700 electronic drum kit. I feel like that's like mid-range, because I think the cheaper ones are $300.
Exactly. Yeah, like it's a nice kit.
It's got like the cymbals and all this.
And I just never lived in a place where I could have it.
I always thought it was so cool when I would see those videos of people playing Rock Band and the drums, but they had an electronic drum kit. So they like programmed the drum kit so that when they hit the cymbal, it was the cymbal of the drum kit, but it was on the game. So it looked like a real drum kit, but it was a Rock Band drum kit. And like I've always wanted an electronic drum kit, but $700 is a lot, and I can't drive to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of factors.
Yeah, but that sounds nice. And so that's what you converted to after the MIDI drums. Then you got that one day.
Well, I got it one day, but I'd never figured out how to do the MIDI on it. So I really just like played it for a little bit and taught myself the drums for a while, and then that was kind of it.
Wow. Did you learn any songs?
Yes, I can play a couple of songs still. The one that I can remember the most is Iodine by Pinegrove. It's got a really cool drum beat.
Nice. I feel like all the drum songs I remember are from Rock Band. Like Maps, if you know that song. It got popular because of TikTok, but it was popular because Rock Band 2, to me, it's like do 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 do. And it's like that the whole way through the whole song, and you had to do like da, 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 da. It was that was the most fun song to play on that whole game, in my opinion. So I think that song sticks in my brain. There's other like really good drum songs to play. Do 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 do. What song is that? Do 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 do. I can feel it. Yeah, coming in the air tonight. That's what it is. Phil Collins. That's a good drum song right there. Lots of good drums there. There's got to be something else. Really good drums. See, it's like I've learned, like I saw this video yesterday and it reminded me, like it made me realize, and it was like your brain when you're asked like what Christmas presents you want, and the whole joke is like you just can't think of anything when you're asked what Christmas presents you want. I feel like that's my brain when people ask me like anything. Like they'll ask me like what's your favorite thing, and I'll be like,
yeah,
I can't pick. I can't pick a choice.
So many things.
I mean, what's your favorite musician? Do you have a favorite?
Favorite musician? I mean, my favorite band of all time, I usually say Pinegrove.
Pinegrove. Ooh, see, that's a very specific choice. So you must really like them a lot.
I do.
Wow. Is this like an indie band? Mm-hmm. And they're from where?
They're from Montclair, New Jersey.
New Jersey. And their music sounds like what?
Their music sounds like it's kind of folky, emo, twang, indie rock.
And they're the best ever?
They're the best ever.
It's a tall claim. All right. Second best.
Second best. I mean, the 1975 had a pretty big influence on me growing up, so I usually say them as the second. I And then like after that, like in my 20s, I've gotten into a lot of artists that like 14-year-olds really like Cave Town and Conan Gray. Like
I thought you were gonna say like Big Time Rush.
Oh,
and...
I'm going to the Big Time Rush concert next week.
Oh,
Literally, my friend.
Is it here?
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh,
and
I'm so stupid. I don't even pay attention to this stuff.
My friend literally texted me last night. Was like, "Do you want to go to the Big Time Rush concert with my wife?"
What day is it?
And I was like, "Yes, I do." Thursday. So I'm seeing Big Time Rush.
Thursday next week. I work on Thursdays, but it's slow at my work. I was joking with my coworker about this when I found out they were touring here again. I missed it last time.
Yeah.
And like the fact they even got back together is crazy.
I know. They just released a new song and I was listening to it and it sounds the way that songs sounded in 2012 pretty like accurately. Like it sounds pretty true to that style, that's my favorite era of music. And so I'm excited. I hadn't even listened to their new stuff, but I was like,
I didn't know they were releasing any new music. Is it just one song or they released more than that?
I feel like if they haven't, they're probably going to.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah. Me and my friend used to like fist pump to Big Time Rush. Like it was like a joke, but it wasn't a joke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's good music. it's fun.
Yeah. And like when you look, I feel like, so I'm trying not to derail too much, but the music from the 2012s was the best music.
Yes.
That is very true. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't even realize it back then. You didn't know.
I had no idea. I thought music was going to continue to be that great forever.
I was complaining. You're thinking like, oh, Katy Perry again.
Yeah.
like you'd get tired of these songs, but they were the best songs of all time.
I had no idea that I would be 24 and still listening to the music that I listened to when I was in elementary school.
Grenade, Bruno Mars.
So good.
Oh my God. I don't even think like a song. I mean, and that was at the time too where like YouTube was cool, so there were like metal remixes of these songs.
The metal remixes. There's a metal remix of the song 3 by Britney Spears, and it's so good.
Oh, it's really good.
I listened to it more than the normal version.
I feel like that's like Punk Goes Pop or was it Metal? What Punk Goes Pop was that? Yeah.
Pop Goes Punk.
Pop Goes Punk. Yeah, that's what it was. But there was another one. I think they did Pop Goes Metal because the thing was there was Pop Goes Punk, but there was also all these like, I don't even know what you'd call it because I can't remember what the YouTube channel was, but it was like metal core remixes. I think that's what they were called, was metal core. And it would just be like a Katy Perry song, like, I kissed a girl and I liked it. Like that's what it would be. And it was the best shit ever. It was the best.
Yeah.
It was the best. Nothing compared to that. And so I cannot help but be, and I can't tell if that's nostalgia. I can't tell if like, was it because that I was a child and I saw those things, I was exposed to that as a child, and now I grew up, or was it the best music of all time?
I think it was maybe the best. But then sometimes I listened to the songs and they're not that great, but
that's the novelty of it, I feel.
The thing is about music, it doesn't need to be good for you to like it.
Yeah,
I listen to a lot of bad music.
Yeah, it's like bad movies. You should watch bad things.
Yeah. Yeah,
you should appreciate the badness in it a little bit, you know? It's like to a point. Like now some things are just insufferable and they are bad. Like sometimes people try to convince me like a thing they think is good, and I try my very best, but you'll never get me to like the end of Game of Thrones. I swear to God. It makes me angry. But yes, so there's bad things, but like there's a novelty in bad things. It's good to watch the end of Game of Thrones and see it and acknowledge it and see that it should not have been this way. You know, like I feel like Madam Web. Did you hear anything about this movie?
No.
Oh, it's like the notorious bad movie from this last year. You got to look it up. It was who was the girl? She's got the Dakota Johnson. She was in 50 Shades of Grey. That's how she got famous. Was it Dakota Johnson? I think that's her name.
One of them.
But anyway, so she was in this movie, and I think Sydney Sweeney was in this movie, a couple other actresses, and it was supposed to be like the Spider-Girl universe or Spider-Man universe, but it's like the Fox one, so it's not, there's no Spider-Man, just like Venom, there's no Spider-Man, so it's already kind of confusing, and then the movie's just like notoriously so bad. But we need these, like we're are all like the yearly bad movies. It's kind of fun at the end of the year, which you don't see this anymore. You used to see it on old YouTube, where like YouTubers would make videos of all the worst of the year, and you get to go through all the worst movies. And there used to be bad movies every year, and now there's just like one bad movie every now and then. Maybe like one good bad movie, I should say. Like that was a good one, Madam Web. You know what was a good one too? Suicide Squad. When Suicide Squad came out,
but I feel like that was pretty big, like amongst like certain demographics. Like people liked that music.
The first one.
I never saw
not
any
the James
of them.
Gunn one, because the James Gunn one did okay. I'm talking about the one that did like terrible. Because like the Joker. This was when Jared Leto was going to be the Joker, and he was like mailing people dead birds and stuff like this, like his co-stars, and they would like Will Smith. I think went on an interview and said, "Yeah, he mailed me dead animals," and
Whoa.
because he was trying to be in character, I guess. And the movie, like they cut out. It was right around the time that Marvel was leaning into comedy, so then DC wanted to lean into comedy, so they reshot a bunch of stuff. And then I think they reshot stuff because of the trailer was something, or like they re-edited the movie because of the trailer. And so what you end up with is this like amalgamation of a movie, because it's not the original movie that was even shot. It's like a movie that they did a bunch of reshoots and tried to make it funny, and they cut out a bunch of stuff that was more serious, and it makes no sense. And the guy who was the original director, because I think they hired another director, or at least maybe it's the guy with the director whose name, maybe it's the director whose name is attached to the movie. But it's just all bad, and he says that the movie that came out is not the movie that he wanted to make. And so it makes me wonder, like where are all these notoriously bad movies? We need more of them. M. Night Shyamalan, hit us with a good one, you know what I'm saying? You got it in you. He's doing like Apple TV movies right now. Like give us another like not Split, but The Happening. You know what I'm saying? You ever see The Happening?
No, I don't really watch movies.
Okay, so that's a good recommendation for you too, is The Happening. It's Mark Wahlberg. It's like the best Mark Wahlberg movie you could ever watch. There's the wind kills people. That's literally what it is. The wind makes people kill themselves, I should say.
Wow.
People are like walking into wood chippers, and they realize that like the people who are safe are the people who are with the plants.
Oh, wow.
But it's not a good movie.
Okay.
But it's a good movie,
Yeah.
you see? It's a bad movie you should watch, just like you should listen to bad music. Like these are things you should do in life. Because if you only listen to good music, then it would be kind of boring. It would be like if you never listen to any TikTok by Kesha, and you only listen to like classical Beethoven, I feel like that'd be a really boring life.
Yeah.
You need bad
You'd be missing
music.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like there was more bad music in the 2012s as well. We used to have more bad music. Like just not like bad, but like bad, like corny-ish.
Yeah. Corny,
Yeah.
but it's like something about it was still really good. It's kind of like the dichotomy of the bad and the good existing in one space.
Like yin
where
and yang.
it's like now it just feels like bad, and there's like no redeeming. There's no depth to it.
There's no depth to it. I think like that's more what it is. I feel like
There's no cultural significance of the music being released today in the mainstream, I feel like. In the same
why do
way.
you think that is though?
I think there's a lot more of it nowadays, and there's so many different pockets of niches of things where I feel like there were fewer ways that we consumed things back in the day, and so everyone was kind of getting the same news, the same headlines of, oh, who is Taylor Swift dating, everything like that. Where now there's just so many niches and subcultures, which is really cool, but I think it leads to less of like a shared culture among everybody.
Yeah. I mean, 2012 and onward, and also like I think the way that music gets popular is different now. Yeah, I mean, probably because of that. That's probably exactly why. Because now I think there's no clear avenue to that. Whereas before I feel like it was kind of more streamlined. And now you can't have that. It's kind of like a free-for-all for everybody, for everything, all over the place. Like, and I think it's confusing for anybody who's in any art form. Because if you're like a comedian even, like comedians used to have this thing where I'm gonna try to get on a TV show. I'm gonna try to get on like television. I'm gonna try to get seen this way. But then phones come along, and then social media becomes a thing. And now it's like every comedian's just kind of posting their clips and trying to get the people to even know who they are, because there and getting popular as a comedian, there's no real getting popular anymore. There's no real thing that you do that means you did it anymore, because I feel like social media, because there's so much of this everything all over the place. Yeah. And I feel like with rap it's like that too, where it's like there used to be a simpler form of rap. Like in the 90s, rap was this very understandable thing. There was like it kind of branches off a little bit, but then like the 2000s, I would say even the 2000s, it's kind of still pretty simple. But then the 2010s, it just kind of explodes into like a bunch of different subgenres. And now I wouldn't even say a lot of that stuff is the same. Like it's kind of different now. It's not even the same thing, but everybody acts like it's all the same thing. And it's probably because there's everything all over all the time. But also maybe that just lowers standards. Maybe that's like because there's everything all the time, like the standards go down because people get used to seeing everything, and there's not like before you could, like, gatekeeping's not good, but before that was like a natural built-in thing. Like there used to be like the culture would kind of like gatekeep itself. Like things wouldn't just get popular. You would have to like somehow get into some position where you could have your music be shown to people or something. Yeah. Whereas now it's like anything can happen. You could, and I think that's why you have people who don't even know why they want to get popular, because anybody can get popular for anything at all. Yeah. You could be the guy who like drinks Slurpees in a funny way. Yeah. That could be you forever. And I would never want to be that guy, but somebody does.
Somebody out there does.
He's like, that's going to be me. Yeah. So, yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like brain rotted all of us in a way. And like, I don't even know how you fix it. Because I, like with rap, I feel like the only thing I could ever do as like a songwriter is make good music. So that way, or like what I think of as good music. Like what I think of as like conscious, like spiritually uplifting music that means something, because that's the only way I could combat music that I feel like has no depth, that is doing nothing, which I think is the general thing. And then it makes me question, like, is that always the general thing? Like, is that just now, or has it always been that way? And maybe like I said before, there was just people who could like stop that from being seen. Like it just, you wouldn't see everything, you would see a small amount of things, and so all this stuff always existed, it just wasn't all over the place all the time. You know, like my friend who's a rapper in his basement just couldn't show you his music, there's no way, but now he has an Instagram. Yeah. And he can show everyone. I mean, the music I see, because I think that's even a popular thing now, is bad music. Like people who are like particularly bad.
Yeah. Like
that would have never happened before. There would never been an industry guy who's like him.
People like there are multiple people that of like those Instagram reel guys who just sing songs that are like covers really badly. I don't even know what their names are, but like they're going on tour. Like some of them were just in Chicago.
Right?
They're probably making some kind of living off of that, like,
that's awesome.
And people are going out to see them. Like, that's so funny.
There is this one girl who I wish I could like say her name and shout her out, but she's like notorious for just like her lyrics never flow. Like this, she just can't. But it's like you want to listen. You just want to listen because you want to see where she's going with it, and then she never lands it. And it's kind of incredible how she never lands it. Like the fact
it's almost like an art in itself.
Yeah. And that's something that in the past would have been not seen. So there's a pro. That's a good thing. You know, we have these people now.
Those were the people that were like trying out for American Idol back in the day. Yeah, and they were getting famous on like, they were going viral on YouTube. But now it's different.
By the way, speaking of that, like some of the people on American Idol were talented and they were so mean to them. Like sometimes you go back and you watch that, like, dang, Simon Cowell's an asshole. Yeah. Like, why is he so mean?
Brutal.
I mean, like, he'll just straight, and I think he's actually tamed himself. Like, people now who see Simon Cowell, I don't think they know, because he's tame now. He's kind of like a sweetheart, and he's just kind of claps and is cute. Dude, he used to be the meanest guy. He used to bully people on TV.
I wonder what was going on, like, in his personal life at that time.
I think it was just the show. I think they told him, like, hey, Simon, ham it up a little bit. Come on. Yeah. Call him fat. Like, and Simon's like, are you sure? Are you sure? You guys sure? Because I feel like the standards were just different back then. I mean, it was just, you would just say it. And then the person would be like, and then it goes on TV and everybody's laughing at them and they sang really well. And then like now, if you look at the comments on that same video, everybody's like, oh my gosh, poor girl. So it just makes me think, like, if they released that now, it would never. And American Idol's still on. Like, I wonder what American Idol is now.
I don't even know.
Are they still, like, bringing on, like, crazy people and getting them to sing? I wonder if they're still pulling it off.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's watching it these days.
It's kind of like a NASCAR. Like, you don't really watch it for the good singers. Like, you want to see the accident. You want to see yeah. Poor Simon Cowell victims is dang, dude. Why did I bring up Simon Cowell? Oh, American Idol, because American Idol and people singing. Yeah. Why do we bring up American Idol? I'm trying to remember my train of thought here. Do we have a train of thought? Is there a thing I brought it up for? You got it? Do you know?
I mean, we were talking about, like, being able to share anything on the online.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, there you go.
Any kind of music.
So, yeah, I feel like... And what do you even do other than make good music? Like, how do you stop people from doing it? I don't think you can stop mediocre art. Like, I don't think you can stop it from existing.
You can't. And it's also like, if it's not good enough, people aren't going to find it.
Yeah.
But if it's so bad that it's entertaining, people will find it. And if it's good and entertaining and people post about it, they will find it. So it kind of gatekeeps itself in a way. It just in a different way. Like, I think in the past, fewer people had the power of what was shown to the masses. And now it's just kind of decided by the audience rather than people with money.
I wish that were the case. But I feel like algorithms do more. Like, it's like, if it were just an audience, that would be nice. But I feel like, and it is kind of the audience. Like, you could say that, but that would be because we are programmed by that algorithm. Because, like, the algorithm is really what's going to decide what you do see. Like, say I make a great song. Even though the song's great, I then have to find a way to, like, calibrate it into this algorithm. So that way you will then understand that it's a good song.
Yeah.
I can't just show you the song because we're way past that. Maybe I could have did that, like, 15 years ago, but that's not what we do anymore.
It's like you have to adapt to the form of the way that something is shown, rather than having it just be pure to its original form.
Well, and that's why I said before, like, I think that's the struggle for every art, really. It's like you want to make this thing and make it good, but then it becomes like, how do I get people to even know what this is? Like, how do I get people to see it? And before it used to be simple, but now it's like translating it to an Instagram reel and like getting someone to stop scrolling just to look at it.
Yeah.
Like, before you could at least like make a YouTube, like, before that was a thing, and it's really like Snapchat stories that like starts it all. It used to be like you would watch a horizontal video and you'd have the attention span to watch like 5 to 10 minutes. But now you have to catch somebody for like 3 to 5 seconds, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can get to 10.
The statistic is like, it's like 0.7 seconds, where it's like, that's all you have.
Yeah. And so that first like 3 seconds is like a thumbnail. Like, you have to like catch them visually even. Like, these are things you have to think about, which is not normal. You shouldn't be thinking about that if you're making a song or like writing. And it almost like infects the way people write songs, I feel like, because then you start to think like, oh, but like, what if this is boring and someone stops listening because this is too boring? Or, oh, this 30 seconds is just like no one would like, this isn't like TikTok soundbiteable.
Yeah.
I better rewrite this.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's how, like, I have never really, when I'm writing songs, been thinking about like, oh, is this going to be a TikTok sound?
Right.
But I mean, it's like, sure, you can think about that, and maybe that would be good. And maybe if I did, maybe I would have a TikTok viral song now. But
I think that's how you get Sabrina Carpenter songs, though. Like, not that I think she's a very talented person, but I think like Espresso, it's just a generic song. It's a very like by the books pop song, and it makes perfect sense in the era that we live in that like that song would have that type of success because it's the exact TikTok soundbite song that you need. Just like, I feel like just like a lot of Benson Boone songs, like there's a reason, like I think he's very talented, but there's a reason that these songs are so easy to like grab sections out of and just like replay, and because it's generic in a sense. Like there's not it's not like art is kind of supposed to be messy. It's supposed to be this thing that's not easy to just translate into this. That's the kind of like the whole struggle of making commercial art in the first place. It's like, how do you make something that's like saying something, but also is easy to understand, is like appealing to a mass audience?
Yeah.
But if you always write thinking that way, you're gonna be the most boring person ever.
Yeah, and it's like, how do they do it and not be boring? Because it's like people clearly are paying attention.
I think Lorde is a really good pop artist. I think Lorde, especially, I don't know if I really listened to her last album, which would be the one with her butt on the cover.
Yeah.
All the ones before that, and I still like that album from what I heard of it, but all the ones before that, oh my God. Like, I just think there's such good pop albums. Like, because it's like pop music, but it's pop music that's written intentionally, and it's purposefully breaking the rules of pop music in ways where, like, and those songs did well commercially. So like it proves that you can do it. Like, even though, and I want to say it's like 2016. Like, for an example, her song Green Light or whatever it was. It had like no drums in it for the chorus, or the way she did the drums was super weird for a pop song. Like, the way that it's mixed with the drums wouldn't conventionally work, but for some reason it just works on that song. Or like I'm sure there's plenty of other examples. Kind of like a Kanye thing, where you just come around and just do a completely different thing that nobody else is doing, and so people just have to like look at it, because that's kind of what Lorde is to me. It's like just a pop artist that isn't really comparable to anybody else. When you said earlier the music that you like that's 16-year-old music, what did you mean by that?
Well, okay, so there's a couple artists that I've gotten really into, or just like I really love now, and their fan base is like young teenagers. Oh. And so like I have the music taste of a 14-year-old sometimes, which I think is funny, because I think they're so like, they talk about things that are like so almost sickly sweet in the way that they are. Like, I feel like middle school being so dramatic, having a crush on somebody, like I eat that up, because it's like I still feel like that. I still get crushes. I'm still 14 in my head sometimes. Like I feel a lot of the same ways that I did then, but it's like I am an adult now, but it's like I love the music that has the same level of like drama to it.
Simple Plan, that comes to mind, because I didn't realize that was a kid band until I grew up.
Kid band?
Yeah, Simple. I want to say Simple Plan, or maybe it's Sum 41. It's one of these bands. I think it's Simple Plan though. It's like kid band or teenager band, where it's like, oh, these are songs that would be like geared towards teenagers.
Yeah. Which is weird when it's like adult men singing about like
exactly
that stuff.
I feel like 21 Pilots, I don't know if they ever evolved out of that, but when I was a fan of them, like looking back at it, I feel like that's kind of what they are. Like, they kind of are a teenager audience thing, which is like, and I love their music. I don't even think it's like musically bad, but for some reason it is like, to me, like the whole, I don't know, there's just something about it that sounds like childish, for lack of a better word.
Or it's just weird having the juxtaposition of like someone that is older talking about things that they are not currently experiencing.
Yeah. I feel like there would be man, there's got to be more of those where it would be like singing about middle school forever.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney Channel stars, that's kind of what they are.
Yeah.
They're in high school, but they are 27 on those shows.
Yeah, very true.
So, I mean, maybe to your younger 20s, but still, that would be pretty weird to like still be playing a high schooler when you're 23.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I always wonder with actors, like, does it affect the way that they view themselves and the way that they feel as a person?
Well, probably make you more confident. You'd probably be like, I look young.
Yeah. But it's like, do they start, do you think they start like age regressing when they're playing younger characters, and then they start to bring that into their personal lives? I don't know how acting works, but
maybe.
I wonder that.
Probably, because I feel like actors, you kind of have to have like a weird personality dysmorphia to be a good actor anyway. You kind of have to be able to, like, to be able to take your personality and shape it and do all these different things. I feel like you kind of have to be some kind of like blank slate to start to really do it well, where like you can just shapeshift like that. Because if you're like an okay actor, I feel like it'd be pretty easy to just kind of like go in and out and in and out. But if you're a good actor, I feel like you would like get like lost in roles, and it'd be really hard to do that because you'd be overthinking everything and making it perfect. And so probably, I feel like good actors probably do turn into little kids if they if they play a little kid for too long. I wonder how Benjamin Button felt. You know, like, did he really feel like a 90-year-old and then a 5-year-old and then a
Yeah.
Do you have exciting new song information to tell people about? Do you have any stuff like that? Any juicy information?
I'm working on a lot of new songs for the new year. Ooh. And so I'm trying to release more music than I ever have. So that
you said that, but like, what does that mean? Like 10 songs? Like you got 10 songs lined up, ready to go?
Not quite. I'm just kind of working on multiple things at once in a way that I haven't before.
Yeah.
And so hoping that means that there's more music more often.
Yeah. Like you have a lot of projects in the work, different things at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out your producer, right?
Shout out my producer, Joe.
Yeah, shout out Joe. I mean, is it hard to like? So you can't even really, because you said before, so you can't even really say. So you're just gonna come to a point in January where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna release this song now, and you're gonna come to a point in March where like, yeah, I'm gonna release this song now.
I mean, it's just kind of whenever they're done. Like once
and
it's
then
done,
you're like really
then I'm like
jazzed
planning
about
everything.
it. You're jazzed about it.
Yeah.
And like, so is there like moments then where like you have a song that you think is done, but then you're not really jazzed about it, and then you do like 5 or 10 other things, and then it's like, oh my God, like thank God I didn't go with the first one.
Yes, that has happened with me, where like I have the song and I'm like, something's just not feeling right, and then I add 40 more background vocal tracks, and I'm like, yep, that's what it needed.
I mean, that blows my mind. It makes me realize how little I do background vocals sometimes. Like just like a left and a right, and then a left and a right, and because I'm like not even bad at harmonizing, so I feel stupid for not doing it. Like I should do that because it sounds it's like I could show off. Like why am I not? The song would sound better if I did it, but I feel like I just think, oh no, I probably don't need to. And then when you do it, it's like, especially on like a hook or like, because I mean, if you're rapping, it's a little different, but it's really not. Like it sounds better when you add layers. It's kind of a simple thing. Like I think I heard like Travis Scott will add like 50 layers to like one section, which makes sense. Or like sometimes you'll see, like I think Billie Eilish and like it was Billie Eilish and like Phineas, and it was David Letterman, and they were showing him a thing, and he was like, what are all those things? Like what are all those different things? And it was just a bunch of different like audio splices, because like I did do this a couple times, but I feel like this is kind of overboard. But you can do this where it's like you have 50 takes or like 30 takes or 10 takes or whatever, and then you go through and listen to each one over and over and over, and you pick the best word from each take, and you like splice it together like that even.
Yeah.
But you can perfect a song is the point, you know? I feel like Kanye is the only person who's ever re-released a song after it's came out. Like I don't even know how he does this. I feel like he just calls Spotify. I don't understand. Like he'll release an album, and then because normally you have to unrelease it and then re-release it, but he'll change the mix that already came out.
Oh damn!
Because he's such a perfectionist that he can't even accept what he already released. But I feel like that's. And then people will like have the older version of the Kanye song that they prefer on YouTube, because which there are better older versions of, because he'll do like it's the artist's vision in the end, but it'll be like, you know, you'll change like a whole section of a song. Like maybe a song will be minimal, but then you change the drums or something, it'll change the whole emotion of the song, you know. So look at Margot, kitty. You're so much more peaceful than Oscar. But music-wise, that's your music life. Do you have other interests? You do things other than music?
Kind of, no. I kind of,
No?
I kind of only do music. I mean, I only do music, and then like I go to the gym every other day.
Yeah.
And it's like, but like that's boring. And then I have friends, and then that's kind of it. Like I kind of just do music and post about it. I don't really do anything else. I don't really have time to do anything else.
Do you ever feel like you're slowly like going crazy, or do you feel like that's like a good?
I don't feel like it's slow. I feel like I'm fastly going crazy all of the time. Yeah.
I feel like, because thing is, okay, so I do a podcast. I do an episode every 3 days, and this is episode 225. And so I wanted to do 120 this year, and I think I'm going to pull it off. because I was falling behind by like 15 days, but I think I'm going to pull it off. And in order to do this, I can't have a life, you see.
Yeah.
So I relate to you.
Yeah.
Because I have like interests, but I think like my interests just amount to like minor obsessions that I'm allowed to have for small periods of time.
Yeah.
And then I realize I'm just an obsessive person and I'm just going to get obsessed with another thing. And I have to be careful because if I do that too much, I'll stop doing the music thing and the podcast. So, like,
see, the thing is, like,
I just have to make my obsessive mind do the right thing.
Exactly. Yeah. You that's what I do. Like, I just make, like, I have little obsessions that relate to music somehow, whether it's like a band or whether it's something that I write songs about. Like, I make it about really strategic things. And then I just keep making art.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you find a way to make it about that thing. Yeah. Because it's very easy. Like, that's why video games are so dangerous.
Yeah.
Video games are easy.
I was just talking about this with a friend.
Oh, games in particular?
Yeah. Just video games and, like, just thinking about, like, the way that they affect people.
Well, because, I mean, people will watch people play video games now, which is even worse.
I did that when I was in 8th grade. There was a musician called Lewis Watson, and he would live stream on Twitch, him playing games, and it would just be a bunch of, like, teenage girls watching and, like, chatting in the chat about it. And, like, I had a whole friend group around that, and we would just watch his live streams with him playing, like, Hearthstone. And I started playing League of Legends because of that. But it's like, I did not know what was going on. We were just all just hanging out.
Yeah, which is, like, you know, the great communal aspect to that. But also, like, it's just so... It's probably one of the least productive things you could possibly do.
That's the thing. Like, when I started... So I played League of Legends for a very short amount of time when I was in middle school. And I stopped playing because it got to a point where I was like, yeah, this is fun, but, like, this isn't adding anything to my life. And so, like, why am I doing it? And I just had this, like, moment where I was like, yeah, I don't think I really need to be doing this anymore.
Yeah, which is a sad moment to have. My mom told me once that she had to delete Solitaire off her phone because she started dreaming about it at night. I think about that. I think like that's when it gets too bad.
They're addictive. Like, games are fun. Like, they're made to be fun.
Well, they're made to make you not want to stop playing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, they're literally made to be. If it's a good game, it's addictive.
Yeah.
And I think even more so nowadays with all these online games and the way they are, like, it's meant to keep you playing forever and be more of like a grinding game than it is like a 30-40 hour game like it used to be. It used to be like just a small experience. Now everything is more geared towards online and playing forever, and the game never ends.
Yeah.
And so, like, they want you to play forever. And don't even get me started on the game industry. It's like they're not even trying anymore. Like, they were trying before. They are not trying now. Like, literally every single good game creator that was around from like 10 years ago, bad now. They're all bad. Grand Theft Auto 6, it's going to be bad. I'm telling you now. What
about
folks.
Minecraft, though?
Okay, but Minecraft is different because Minecraft is like grandfathered in, right?
Yeah.
It's been here forever.
Yeah.
It holds up. Like, it never really changed.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like games that are made now, like, they just... And there are some companies that hold up. Like, I would even say, like, the people who made Dark Souls, and then you get to Elden Ring. Elden Ring's still good. But then they released an Elden Ring Fortnite game. Why did you do that? You had everything right, and then you did that. And now Rockstar, everything's so good. Red Dead Redemption 2 is so good. And then they made the definitive edition. The worst thing ever. And then Bethesda, oh my God, Fallout, so good. And then they made Fallout 76, the worst thing ever. Every single one of them. And so... How do people even stay addicted to these games? That's what I don't understand. Call of Duty is not good anymore. How do you keep playing it? Like people will just play Call of Duty to play Call of Duty. They don't even try. Like, Black Ops 6 just came out. Black Ops 6. And if you look it up on YouTube, all it is people making fun of it like they did Madam Web. Like, that's all it is. It's one of these games that only exists to get made fun of. And that's games now. That's how games are now. But people will play them forever. And, like, the fan base of these games, for the most part, is just people who don't really have anything else to do. So they are just going to play a game forever. And that's not, like... makes me so sad because it's really about the people who sell the games, and you want to be able to have an online thing. So the only thing that's profitable now is a game you could sell forever, and it doesn't even make sense to make a good Call of Duty game that you spend 3 years on or 4 years on. Like, that's the real reason that it got worse. Because why would you spend time making a good game? It doesn't even make sense. And you're just gonna waste money when you could just make an okay game and then just not even finish it and just release it, and then people are gonna buy it anyway, and they're just gonna keep. It's about milking the game forever now. It's not even about the game that you made. And there are so many like masterpieces, and they're like PS2 games. Oh. So yeah, and gaming's dangerous. Gaming's dangerous. That's the other thing, right? Don't play games, kids. I mean, you have a game like that you've gotten addicted to lately? Is there anything that you can't you accidentally played? You shouldn't have played it?
Well, I was playing Minecraft. I had a resurgence where I was playing Minecraft. Because so this will relate to one of the songs I released in the new year, but I started talking to somebody online, and he lived in Ohio, and
a fellow Minecrafter,
and we started playing Minecraft together. And so I would refer to him as my Minecraft boyfriend to my friends, being 24 years old and having a Minecraft boyfriend. And
that is also something a 14-year-old would say.
Exactly, right? Like, I just feel like
it's like my boyfriend, he's the leader of the football team and the other.
Yeah. But then I went on tour in October, and I played in like every major city in Ohio. And so finally got to meet my Minecraft boyfriend.
Oh, wow.
We shared a kiss, and then he told me that he had a girlfriend.
Oh, after the kiss too.
After the kiss, like I even asked for consent. I said, "Can I kiss you?" And he said yes.
But then he felt bad.
That would have been a great moment to be like, actually, you know what? I have been meaning to tell you this. I have a girlfriend.
I mean, yeah.
Perfect time.
Was there ever like
actually.
Minecraft boyfriend? Was there ever like a point when you were like in the game with him, like flirting, like outright flirting?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a romantic thing from the moment we started talking.
Oh, so it wasn't like you just defined him as your Minecraft boyfriend, and really
no.
Okay.
I mean, it was like it was a romantic thing all throughout. So it shouldn't have been a surprise to him. So that was an interesting situation, and I wrote some songs about it that. One of which I will be releasing in the new year. Is it like Minecraft related? The thing is, it isn't, but I really want to somehow slip in something about Minecraft in it. Like I really have been wanting to write a song that like really like mentions Minecraft, but I just haven't done it yet. It's a difficult thing to do. I mean, you could do it like subconsciously, like slip in little hints. I could use it as like a metaphor. Yeah, like I mean, I did, or like a music video, even like. I know. Okay, video. The thing is, I saw like a version of a Taylor Swift song, like with a Minecraft music video, and it was sick. And I really want to do that for the song that I'm releasing. And so I like DM'd the TikTok creator. I was like, "How much do I have to pay you to do this?" And they just didn't respond. But I really, so if there's anybody out there that can make a Minecraft music video, please contact me. It can't be that hard. Like, what was her video like? She was like live action and she's in a Minecraft world or something? Well, it was just like a Minecraft, like it was just a Minecraft character in a video, and then it had like lyrics and like different things were going on. Like they built things to kind of go along with it. It was really cool. It was really well done. And not something that I think I could do on my own. She released it herself? No. It was just like some random TikTok that somebody made. I see. That's a good idea. Yeah. To like release that as the music video. I think that'd be so funny. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And nobody's done that? But I mean, probably someone has. I haven't looked into it, but I don't know. Like doing a Minecraft gameplay video as a music video. Like, I don't know if that's been done. Funny. I bet it has. I bet it has. But like, yeah, I think it'd be so funny. But I think it works specifically. See, I think that's one of those things that's kind of funny. I feel like because it adds to the lore of the song, but really you're not even if the song itself is not related to, like, if the song itself doesn't mention Minecraft,
I feel like it kind of makes it even better. Because then it's like,
then you're just like, what? Why is there like this country song and it's a Minecraft music
exactly,
video? And then it's like, then you want to know, and then you'll dig deep and find the lore about it.
And then the real fans will be like, you guys don't understand.
You guys
this
don't understand. It was the Minecraft boyfriend.
Yeah. People love that. Somebody convinced me one day. I never had heard it put this way. It was Jason Melton. He has his own podcast, but he said to me, "They like everybody wants everything to be meta now, and that's how." And it's like everything. Like it's not about the thing; it's about the story about the thing. So it's like you don't want to know the actor, you don't want to watch the movie. You want to know what the actor's real life is like and the things that happen in his real life. Like you don't want to hear the song; you want to hear the story behind the song and why she wrote the song and who the song's about and all this. And I just never realized like it is like that. Everything's got like a story. Like it's, and it's better if it has a story. Yeah, so that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good story, and I haven't written any songs kind of like after the fallout happened. Like the song is from like earlier when it was just kind of a love song, but I haven't written anything. But I'm like, it's such a good story that it's like I can't not write anything about it. Like, are you like Minecraft boyfriend? And then I finally meet him on tour, and then he kisses me, and then has a girlfriend. Like what?
Yeah.
It was just such a random, crazy thing that I didn't. It's like I couldn't even think. Like when 2025 started, like that is
just a crazy thing to happen to anybody.
That is just not something that I would have thought was gonna happen this year.
That's like a Mad Lib thing. Like
exactly.
They're the puzzle pieces that come together.
It was such a random situation, but it was so heartbreaking at the same time. Like I was so invested in this Minecraft boyfriend. I was ready to like drive to Ohio 5 hours. Like I'll do it.
and I
did.
You happened to be there. Luckily, you happened to be there.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was like you didn't go out of your way just to go there.
I would have though. Like that's the thing.
And that would have been worse.
I know.
That would have been a worse feeling.
Surprise,
man. Like if he was willing to do all of that other stuff, that's what doesn't make any sense to me. Like if you were willing to like flirt with somebody online and like, because I mean I could see sort of how like in a guy's brain you might convince yourself, oh well, this isn't really cheating because this is a person online, so it's not like I'm really cheating. It's just this thing that I do. And that's not right, and that's not the right thing to think, but that's probably what the guy would think. And maybe when you're like next to him and you say, can I kiss you? Now he's got this moral dilemma. And so then he says yes. But like, oh man, you don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that.
There's so many things that factored into it. Like, oh yeah, it could have been just like a reaction time thing, but it wasn't just that moment. We had been talking.
Like, that's why I asked that. Yeah, because I mean that's like the main factor. Is he engaging in the relationship in this way? Because if he is like already treating it like a romantic thing, then it's like. Oh, and I should ask too. Like, was him and this girlfriend they'd been together presumably the entire time?
No. They. So it was. He got back together with his ex. That was the situation.
Wow, so that's kind of even more dramatic.
And it was a couple weeks before I had met him. So it was a somewhat recent thing, but it would have been a thing where if you just say like, "Hey, by the way, me and my ex happened to get back together," like. That would have been fine. Like I wouldn't have like I mean I would have been like a little bit sad, but it would have been like in the end it's like he made everybody like he hurt everybody by trying to not hurt because he probably saw it as like, oh, like we had been talking, I don't want to make her upset, blah blah blah. But it's like in the end he hurt everybody.
Yeah, because then he's got to go to his ex, who already they just got back together, and be like, hey,
so
long story. You know Minecraft, right?
That's how he opened. You know Minecraft, right?
How do you tell that story?
Yeah,
it's a hard one to break.
Well, the thing is, I didn't think he was gonna tell her, and so I told her myself.
Really?
I sent a "Hey girly" text.
You gotta love those.
Because it's like I would want.
That's how you know girl code is alive and strong.
Yeah, right. Because I would want someone to tell me. And I just.
I think as a guy, you should do that if you find that a girl is cheating, or like if you and like. I think that's pretty common for a guy to be like, oh damn, that's not cool. Like I don't think it's against the norm. I think most of the time, I think we all agree, like, cheating's not cool.
Yeah.
This is not cool.
Yeah,
And it's
so
like,
I'm
what are you
glad
gonna
that
do?
like humans as a thing like have each other's backs.
Thank God, dude. Yeah, because I mean, like, I feel like if everybody cheated, that'd be like if everybody stole. Like, you just can't have a good world anymore. Everything's gonna suck.
Yeah.
You know, and cheating's like the worst thing. It's like the worst thing. Like, just break up with somebody.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. Just break up. Like, if you don't like somebody, just break up
like
with
tell
somebody.
them like
Yeah.
There's like I feel like in the past couple of years I've really focused on communication, especially in relationships, because I realized, holy moly, my communication is bad. It was bad, and I didn't know. And so
because you have to train it. Really.
Yeah, no. And so I like after the last couple of years, I've like really been focusing on it so hard, and I feel like I actually have made a ton of progress with it. And I'm like I'm so much better than I was.
How do you make progress in such a thing? What do you follow certain protocols or something? Like, how do you do it?
I think the way that I learned, unfortunately, was by hurting people in my life, and that was like I learned a lot of really important lessons by like having something not go right, and then somebody ends up hurt, and I'm like, I did that, and then I had to learn from those scenarios and those situations so that like I don't repeat the same mistakes next time. And it's like in all of my relationships, like I think about them a lot, and I'm always trying to be better as a person. And so if I end up hurting someone, like I'm always thinking about it. Like I never don't care. Like there are things that I did years ago, or like I broke up with somebody and it was just really like sudden, and I feel really bad about it now because I realize how much that probably hurt them. And
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned through things not going well, and then just thinking about things and not wanting to make the same mistakes, and then just trying to be better.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it's a rule of life. And I mean, it's like, you know, it's why I I try to apply this to other people as much as possible. Because it's easy to see this in yourself, where we're all flawed and we all know we're flawed. And so you will do things wrong, and then you'll feel shameful about it. And then all you can do now is do better things and get better. And it's good that you can at least know, like your soul is in the right spot because you know you did it wrong, so just do better. And so I try to apply this to, you know, myself. It's like, okay, you did something bad in the past, but that's okay. Just don't do that thing again and just get better. And it's good that you see that thing was bad. Like even socially, like, oh, I shouldn't have said that way. Like there was a better way to say that thing.
Yeah.
Because that clearly was not the way. And you just know that. Like there's somewhere in you where you're like, oh,
yeah.
like that just wasn't it. Because you feel it immediately. So I try to apply that to other people too. Like, because other people, you know, I feel like it's easy to think of other people as like not people, like not like you. Like, oh, well, they should know better. But like, you should know better. And you don't know better. Because none of us know better because we all make mistakes. And so it's like you have to have that same like patience with other people, which is difficult.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, and with that being said, like you can't help or fix everybody. So you can only do that so much.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a graceful thing to socialize oneself. It sure is. Like just to even, because I think moving to a city socialized me in a sort of way.
Yeah.
Like not being in a city and then moving to a city. And I think I'm built for a city in a way that like my mom or my dad would not be. Like I don't know if you're from a rural area or not.
I'm from the suburbs of Philly.
Okay. So is that like, would you call that rural, or is it kind of more like the city still?
It was just, well, neither. It's just like suburbs. Like I feel like
if the suburbs of Chicago, the
yeah.
same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's all like Chicago land. So is it like
Right.
Philly where you feel like you're still connected to the city?
Not really. I mean, they did feel pretty separate. Like
Yeah.
it was like Philly was like the big scary city, and then the suburbs were just like the cushy suburbs.
Yeah, right.
And then it's like then you get to like horse country where it's like then that's a little bit more rural, but it was a short drive to get to either one.
Yeah.
And so, but we were just kind of in the middle.
Well,
both.
that'll still do it though, where it's like if you're in suburbs, you're not going to get the same. Like I feel like people who grow up in cities have a different type of socialization. Like you think differently because you're surrounded by people all the time.
Yeah.
Which is not like an immense amount of people, I should say. Because I mean, I want to say where I'm from, like the population, it's still like high. I would say I I wonder if I look it up right now. So I moved to Flint, Michigan, but I grew up in Swartz Creek, Michigan. So I'm going to look up the population of Swartz Creek, Michigan right now. But if I had to guess, say 40,000. I don't know. Because it's hard for me to... 5,000. I'm crazy. So it's like 5,800. So yeah, okay. So there you go. That's a big difference than like what Chicago is. If you want to pop that door, she'll walk right out. Good kitty. I want to say Chicago is it's like 3 point something, 3.6. I just remember
it's
like
big.
New York is 2.5 times Chicago, which doesn't even make sense to me. So the Chicago population is 2.7 million, and you're not including travelers, you're not including anybody who's visiting. And then the New York population is weird. 8.4. Oh my God. And then let's just check out Philly while we're at it. Philadelphia population is 1.5. And then where'd you say you were from, the suburb?
The town of Berwyn.
Berwyn. Berwyn?
Yeah, kind of like Berwyn, Illinois. But there's a Berwyn, Pennsylvania, and that's where I'm from. Which
easily confused.
Berwyn, Illinois was always the more famous one. So whenever I would like put it in Google or something, like that would always pop up, and I was like, I can't believe there's a more famous one. Now I'm here, and
and now you understand.
And now it's right there. Like I actually haven't been, but I've been wanting to go just to be like.
Oh, your population was lower than mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had 30, but it was probably a smaller area, though.
Well, I mean, it's one town in the suburbs. Like, you drive 5 minutes and it's the next town, but they're all connected. So it's like, it's just kind of a never-ending area.
Yeah.
Of people.
Like suburb, like all interconnected. And it was 3,800 was the number. Like about 3,800 is the population for Berwyn, Pennsylvania. So there you go. But yeah, the relativity of that. It's so, I feel like just growing up or seeing or just being around people, just living life that way. Like you don't even realize. So I think that's why I'm glad, as much as I don't like I have my own complaints about the way that the schooling system works. I'm glad I did it because it made me a person.
Yeah.
Like I had friends and I had people I knew. And I think every kid needs to be surrounded by other kids and all this. But I can only imagine if I had, I don't even know, I want to say there were 100 people in my class at my school. Like, what if it was 500? That would be crazy.
Mine was 400 or 500. It was big.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Just in my grade, yeah.
So, yeah, because what? That's a high number. The yearbook must have been huge.
Yeah. It was really big.
Yeah, see, these are things that, I can't even wrap my mind around.
Yeah.
And so, that stuff I try to put in perspective, when it comes to, again, understanding where other people come from, right? Because, if you grow up in a city, you're just naturally going to think so much differently than, I would think. Or even if you grow up in, a populated area, you're just going to think differently. Because I'm used to, just seeing, the same... I can only imagine if you grow up in a city of, 500 people.
Yeah.
That would be a whole different thing. So, yeah. And also, how do you even, I feel like people don't matter as much when you see so many people. It's hard to elevate people as much in your mind when you're surrounded by so many different people, especially in a city, I think, because you have creative people who flock to a city. And so you could easily get this idea that everybody's like that. Whereas it's not like that if you're not in a city, a densely populated area that people go to that has art. It's not like that in a rural area at all. It's just a bunch of people who just have day jobs and just do regular things.
Yeah.
But in a city, everybody has 5,000 followers on Instagram. And you're who are you? It doesn't make any sense. And it's everybody. And so, yeah, that's always so confusing to me. And I think I've learned about myself that the things that make me socially awkward are probably fine, because I think it makes me engaging and it makes me what I am. And it's probably not even worth trying to fix it. But I know that I'm not socially normal, I suppose. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know what you would do to be normal. I don't even think normal's a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to because I do think there's a limit to that, right? I do have to live in reality, and I can hurt people's feelings, like you said. But I have this theory that people who make art are generally crazy, and that's why they make good art.
Yeah.
And so I have to keep my craziness.
Yeah. Gotta keep the
I
zest.
can't let go of this.
Yeah.
Like, what if I fix myself? Like, if I just was totally happy and perfect, I don't think I'd have any songs to write.
Yeah, and that is like the tough thing that I feel like I've had in my life of like sometimes when it is going well, I just feel less of a pull to write songs. But then that makes me feel a different kind of bad. And so, yeah, I wonder if I was just better for what I write.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you kind of need things to suck a little bit all the time.
And I think they will. Like, I think life is life. Things will keep happening.
Yeah, and you know, again, like social media and the way these things are, I think you get used to this image of like, oh, everyone else is fine. Like, everyone else says everything's fine because you look at this all the time. But reality is not like that. Like, everybody has their own things happening all the time.
Yeah.
If you really, like, everybody has something. So but you would never know that from the outside looking in. So it's, and I think it is ongoing too, right? Like it's never really over. You might think it's over, boys and girls, but you give it 5 or 10 years, life's gonna throw a curveball at you.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! I mean, those are the things that make the best art, though. That's my point. That's kind of my ultimate point. Like, I really think I even am so exploitative of myself that if a tragedy occurs in my life, one of the first things I have to do is convert it into my art. Like, I truly think I've done it every single time.
Yeah.
If I were to trace back, I could pinpoint my traumas to like songs. I'd be like, yep, there's that one, there's these ones.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's probably better than me like locking all that in and not doing anything with it.
And it's good to like I feel like I've seen people say that it's good to have an emotion live somewhere that is not your body, to create something so that it can just have like a vessel, metaphorically. I feel like that helps.
That's an interesting way to look at it,
because it also gives you perspective to see it from the inside versus to consume what you just made from the outside.
Well, yeah, I think that's why talking is good, because I don't even think you know what you're thinking until you say it.
Yeah.
But then you say it and you realize, and that's why
it makes
you should
it
talk.
more real.
Yeah. So it's like if you put a song out there, you might have a feeling about it, but if it doesn't resonate the way you thought it would, like maybe your feeling was wrong, like your intuition was wrong. Yeah. Or like if you have a thought and then you put out the thought. I think that's why it's so important to be able to convey thoughts, and like why it's good to write, like you said, is because you learn to like put thoughts out in general. Like you just, or because otherwise you don't even know what your thoughts are. You never, ever assemble them into anything. You know, they're just flying around all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like doing this so often has forced me to have opinions. Like I have to say things.
Yeah.
So I have to like have a definitive opinion. But otherwise I probably could like just not, I could just not say it. I just wouldn't matter. Like that's kind of the beauty of like not like I can't imagine being a critic of things, like a music critic, a movie critic. I don't think of things like that. Like I never listen to a song and have like notes. I'm just like, oh, that was nice. Like, that's
I feel like I would be in a different life, I would be a music critic.
Oh, really?
I always have something bad to say.
In a different life, you could still do it. I mean, it doesn't stop you.
I know, but it's like I don't want. The thing is, like, I don't want.
You tarnish your legacy.
Well, yeah, like I think I would be like an anonymous music critic.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have opinions about a lot of things with music, but it's like I don't want to make people hate me at the same time.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the critic that won't say anything bad about anybody either. Like, you know, you wouldn't want to be you and then not say anything bad about people because, you know, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because that is also not a good look. Like, that also doesn't look like if you only made reviews that were positive, I feel like then that wouldn't be as fun.
It's just boring.
You want negative reviews. Like, you gotta be able to call it out if it's bad. But I could, like, even movies, like, I don't think I have, like, good notes on movies. Like, I can have, like, a good, like, couple sentences, but I could never, like, write paragraphs about a movie after I watch it. Like, maybe, but I don't even, like, I'm just not smart enough. I don't know what it is. My brain don't work that way. But some people can. Some people can write, like, paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs and review things. And so, yeah. or like music, like Anthony Fantano. I feel like he's not enjoying anything anymore.
Yeah,
he's just hating. He's just listening to it and going, "Is this an 8? Is this a 7? Is this a 5?"
Yeah, that's really true. Like, especially like that is a good point. Like being a music critic, and especially if you have like an audience for that, you have to keep criticizing.
Yeah.
But like, and then so I bet you like only start to notice the negative things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Because you're always trying to critique things. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and then you become like a negative Nancy. And then when you like things, people get mad that you liked it too much too, so you can't like things too much. And then people critique your critiques, because I think like if you're going to be a critic, you're only going to attract people who are critical.
Yeah,
so
that's
going to be a really weird
really weird fan base.
Yeah. I've tried to understand the phenomena of being a critic before, because at first from the outside looking in, it kind of looks like a simple thing, but the more you think about it, like it kind of would ruin everything. Like you don't want to watch things like that. Like it's fun to like rate a movie, but it's not fun to like always have like this weight on your rating and like have people like look to you every time a movie comes out, because then like what you say actually matters. And like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you like a movie or not. It doesn't matter if you like a song or not. Like that's kind of what's fun. Like there's so many songs that I don't like that are fine. Like people like them. I would never take it away the fact that they like them. I just don't like them, and that's fine. But like if I were to go write a review about how bad the song was, I feel like now I'm being a hater because, and if I did that every time, but that's because I've learned that the only way I could write a review, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, because like I think you have to be honest, and also I think it's about like being positive, because what I don't like about like reviewers, I suppose, if I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, is that they usually don't like make the thing or understand what would make the thing better. They just like say what's bad about it.
Right.
And like the thing is, like if you don't know like how to make a song, like it's very hard for you to then judge a song, because you don't even know like how that works. Like if you never talked to a musician before and you don't even know like how musicians generally act, or like what it's like, you've never had the experience of writing a poem or something. Now, how are you then going to like judge a song or like a movie even? Like movies are bad. That's kind of why it's fun that a movie's so bad, because there were like $3 million put into this bad movie. So, and just that's why bad movies exist, because once you're so far along, everybody's just kind of going along with it, and that's kind of how these things happen. But then it's so easy to look at that and go, oh, everything about this sucks. But like when you're in the middle of making something, you're not thinking that everything sucks. You're just trying your best to make a thing. And so, and I don't know. I think the more you make things, the less critical you get. Like one thing I've noticed about comedians, and because like a lot of the people I talk to is comedians, I've noticed that if they produce a show, or if you like work on like putting shows together, and you work behind the scenes like that, you're way less likely to be critical of things like, oh, why don't I get booked, or why does this person get opportunities and I don't, because you are already making opportunities and you already do all that stuff, so you already know how that works. Because people who don't put together shows do not understand all of the moving parts that go together to put together a show, because they don't even think about it. They just go perform and that's over. But there's a million things happening to even make that thing happen, and if you don't think that way, like, you don't even realize. So yeah, that's my point. That's my rant. My rant number 7 of the podcast, maybe 8 if we're counting. Could somebody tally up the amount of rants I did for this one? That would be pretty good. You know, I would like to see a compilation of my rants over the years, because I want to see if they get better or not. You got a good music rant in you. You said that you're a music critic. There's music rants in you for sure.
Yeah.
If there was like a song that makes you mad, like you said you hate modern music. Oh, well, so there we go. So there it is. Like if you just started like going off on modern music, that could be your whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But like
this is why everything sucks.
I don't think I could be a true critic, because I think whenever I am criticizing something, I always see both sides of something. And so I would have bad things to say about it, but then I would also have good things to say. So I would in turn like kind of be saying nothing, because I would be like, yeah, there's good things and there's bad things. But like that's how life is.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is the best way to rant, right? Because like that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of criticism.
I rant with truth.
With truth, with reason, with logic, folks.
Yeah.
With logic.
Logical rants.
Logical rants. Yes. Because it's like, the thing is, I think when I think something is bad, the reason I think it is bad is because I want things to be better. Like, I see a better world, and this is not it. Like, what I always have to tell myself not to do with hating on music is rap music, because I hate almost all modern rap music. I think it's so bad, and I think it's like bad. Like, it's not even like redeemably bad. It's just like thoughtless. Like, it's like what you said about lack of depth. Like, there's no purpose to a lot of this. It's literally like, I think people just see other people be rappers and they think that's like a career path, but they don't actually have a passion for songwriting or music or like doing any of that. They just want to like be the guy. And so what they do is they like make songs, but there's not like a poetry to it. It's just what they're almost like role playing. And that's so much of it. And it drives me insane, because it's like, and again, like, maybe most things are just okay. Maybe most things are bad and most things are okay. And that's the way it is. But I don't know. I feel like it's gotten worse. Maybe it's what you said before. Maybe we can just see it all now. And it's like, before it wasn't like that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe now there's everything all over the place. So it's just happening all the time. And you can see that. But I don't know. The standards are much lower. Like, I can't even write a rap song that's pointless, but I will hear so much rap music that I feel like what are you really saying? You're glorifying like making money, you're glorifying having sex with random girls, you're glorifying doing drugs. Like, that's what you're saying. Like, and maybe you're like having fun and maybe you're doing things, but that, like, if you boil it down to what the point of this song is, so much of rap is like pointless shit like that. Literally. It actually drives me insane. Like, I'm able to ignore it a lot of the time, but every now and then I'll like hear like popular like rap and I'll just be blown away because I don't get it. And like, that being said, it's not like the conscious rap that I like is not around. It's just I don't think it's like prevalent in culture like it used to be. And to me, that's what's beautiful about rap, is that rap is about expressionism and about creation and about like individualism and the fact that you as like an MC, as a rapper, can express yourself in a way over a song that nobody else can. You can find a way to like form your thought and make it schematic and do all these things you can't even do with traditional songwriting because it's so densely packed in. And so that's a very interesting thing. But then when you take that and just like don't do any of that, then is it even rap anymore? And but I sound like a hater when I say all of this. I know that people who like this music don't even understand the point I'm making. It's kind of like pointless because they're never going to stop listening to it. They're never going to like the rap that I make that I like, they probably are not even interested in. And that's just the way of the world. So maybe I'm just a hater, but it drives me insane because I think it can be better. And I think rap can be better. And so I'm always torn between these two parts of me. Like, should I be that guy, or should I just let it be like kumbaya? Just allow everybody to like what they like. Yeah. You know, my dad never liked rap music. He called it googa googa booga booga music. That's what he called it, which was an interesting way to define rap music. I don't think I've ever really liked screamo music. So maybe that's like, you know, like there's people who love that. I like classic country. I don't like modern country. Like, there's different things. Is there a genre you particularly hate? Nothing?
Oh, yeah. I don't really like punk music.
What? Now, yeah, I can kind of understand that.
It's kind of like my least favorite genre. I don't think I experience emotions on that.
Yeah, and I'm always like, when I hear like a skater like talk about how they love punk music, I'm kind of confused because I'll listen to it and I don't get it.
I don't think like
I think Rancid's a big one. There's a few of them that are like really big in that world. But every time I check it out, it's kind of like noise to me.
Yeah, it's just not something that like the values in that music aren't like actually the values I'm like that's but it's just like the way that it sounds. I'm like, it just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me feel anything. And I feel like that's so much of what music is for me. Yeah,
and that's why it's weird because like it could make somebody else feel so much.
Yeah.
It could make you feel absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's so subjective.
Yeah, and again, like that's why I think it's so bad to focus on what everybody's going to think and like start making things for media and all that. You shouldn't even ever think that way.
Because like everybody feels any way about it.
I always, David Lynch was one of my favorite directors, and I don't know if I've ever heard anybody put it like quite like him, where like I don't know if he's ever said it this way, but in my mind, like his philosophy for making films is like he's never going to explain anything, because if I explain something to you, that's going to ruin the point. The whole point is that I'm making he like looks at filmmaking like painting, where it's like a painting doesn't say what it is. You look at a painting and you interpret the painting, and the film can be that too if you're not so interpretive and you allow you make choices that are open-ended and creative in a way that don't define themselves. And he just does that in a way I don't think any director does, and he does it so well throughout his entire career. And I think there's just a lesson in that, where it's like, you know, the best art in my mind is that it doesn't say exactly what it is. You can look at it 10 years later, 5 years later, 20 years later, and it's always saying something different to you personally. It's like why a really good show, you can binge watch the show again like 10 years after you watch it the first time, and you catch things that you didn't catch before, because it's all packed in there, and it's like it's not so on the nose, I suppose. Like there's a magical thing that I think you can do if you're not so directed in everything and you're not so hands-on. It's kind of like, again, to the beginning of the conversation, like if you're so caught in like music theory and you're so, oh, this is what this means and this is what this means, you can actually lose that magic of just letting it be and finding, because that's what the person listening to it is doing too. They're like finding it with you as they listen to it. But if you already are all the way there, there's nothing to find anymore, you know?
No.
Like I think people, and that's the thing, like with the rap thing again, like I think like rap, you can do that so well. You can like bury things in there and you can make it so meaningful. And when that doesn't happen, it almost kind of like blows my mind, because it's such a chance to do that. Like it's such an opportunity. Is there anything in particular you had to make sure to talk about while you're on this show?
Well, I just released a song called Hung Up.
Oh my gosh. Which is different than your other songs, if I'm correct. Yes?
A little bit. It's more upbeat than a lot of my other songs. I feel like I like to write a lot of sadder, slower songs. And so when I write like an upbeat song, I'm like, oh, I gotta put this out, because I don't write many of those.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited to share it. I'm really proud of it. It's probably one of the songs I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
So really
what makes it so, I mean, other than the fact that it's upbeat, like what makes it stick out to you?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's fun. I really like the music behind it, and I think it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's just like fun.
I mean, like in a way that those other songs aren't. Like those other songs aren't like fun songs. This is a fun song.
I think it's just, it adds variety to my catalog of music.
Yeah.
And so I was happy to release it to kind of show different parts of, you know, the type of music and the types of things that I experience.
Yeah. And how does that come? Like it comes together differently than another song. Yeah. If it's like a different energy like that, is it the same exact thing or is it different?
I mean, the way that I wrote that one was kind of the way that I write any other songs. Yeah. Like I wrote it kind of immediately after I wrote another song of mine called If You're Down. And it's a very different sounding song. It's more of like a sadder acoustic slow song.
Yeah.
But I wrote them like within days of each other. Kind of in the same way.
Do you write all the time, or do you just write in like little periods like that?
I would like to write all the time, but I go through phases, I think. I'll write like 7 songs in a month, and then I won't write for a couple months. It comes in waves, but I've been trying to be more consistent with practicing just like self-expression and creativity.
Yeah. I don't know how you'd write all the time. I mean, like, again, with comedians, they write jokes a lot. It's kind of like built into their thing. And if you don't, it's frowned upon. And I think all songwriters can learn from that. I think you should write music all the time.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to really do it.
Yeah.
Like, I've told myself I'll write like, you know, if I'm a rapper, I don't need like an instrumental. I could just write like 16 lines a day. Like that's a good practice. But even then, it's like actually executing upon that is a whole other story. And every time I do it, I'm like, yeah, thank God I did it. But oh my God, like just because it's like the puzzle of writing. Like, you know, it's not if you actually care about what you're doing, it's not like a simple task.
Yeah.
like, I suppose. Like, how quickly do you write a song?
I mean, sometimes I can write it in one go, but usually it can take anywhere from a week, couple weeks to there. I mean, there's so many unfinished sons.
Oh, really?
That I have that I finished years later.
Oh,
so it really depends.
Do you still put it out? Do you finish it years later?
I mean, yeah, if I finish it years later and I like it.
Yeah.
But as I'm thinking back to those songs, usually those aren't the ones that I end up releasing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the ones that I just kind of write in one go. Those tend to be the better ones.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think so too, yeah. Or if it happens quickly. Like, I think it's just, which is weird. To me it feels weird if I write a song really fast.
It almost feels like it feels like it isn't me doing it. It's kind of this like it's this other being that is writing it. And I'm like, cool. Thanks for the ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I mean, like other times you'll sit there and think about the same line and then like try to fix this one. Like you'll spend so much time trying to make a song better, and like other times it's already done right there for you. Yeah, like which is weird to me too. I guess just because how much one song can vary so much from the next song, right? Like you could spend a year on one song if you really wanted to, and another song you could spend an hour, and both songs are just as good as each other.
Yeah, and they're both 3.5 minutes long.
Exactly. Like there's not much different from one another, but they're so like, I mean, it makes me think too, like it's all just in this template of audio. Like it's just a simple MP3 file, like WAV file, but there's so much you can capture in that one little thing. You know, it can mean a million different things. You know, and you could convince yourself it's all been done, but it hasn't. Because I'll go through that too. If I don't write for a little while, I'll think, oh, like maybe not. Like maybe I don't have it anymore. Maybe I did all the things and I'm done. And then it'll just, that same exact thing happens, and then the ball rolls, and then you make another thing, and it's like, oh yes, I am still a god. Yeah, I can still do it. Because I'll convince myself I've lost my powers. It's over. I'm gonna have to be a civilian now. Be like Superman turning into Clark Kent. And I feel like everybody has imposter syndrome a little bit, but like man, I'll really think like, nope, I'm not a good rapper anymore. I'm not good anymore. And then I have to like do it again. And I'll go through this process like daily. Like I did it yesterday. So, yeah. But all right, well, it's been amazing. It's been good things. At the very end of the show, we've got a very special way to sign off. Now, we know this is a kid-friendly program, specifically like toddlers, like elementary schoolers. That's my general audience. And so they're the ones listening to this, and we're going to give them advice. We're going to give the children advice. They're on the school bus, and they're about to get off. So you're going to give them the golden nugget of knowledge. Maybe the sun kissed and lightened you somehow. It gave you... It kissed you with the knowledge of the sun. The sun. You look at the sun, you get some type of knowledge. Kids know about that, but kids actually don't look at the sun. That's my advice. Don't look at the sun, kids. And other than that, social media, where they can find you. If they've listened to you this long, they've heard about these songs, and they haven't even heard them already? What? If you haven't heard the songs, you're hearing about people talk about songs that you haven't listened to. That's a little weird. So you should go listen to those songs. How are they going to do that? Well, they don't know yet. You're going to tell them how they can find them, where they can look. Boom. The floor is yours.
All right. So my advice to all of you small children out there is...
Specifically the small ones.
The small ones. There are pros and cons to any way of being, so you might as well just save the time and be yourself. That's what I have to say. And you can find my music anywhere where you look up Sarah Krohn. Crohn is spelled like Crohn's disease, but with a K.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much potential there, by the way. I mean, it was kind of like an elephant in the room. Like, I wasn't sure if that was an easy joke, so I never really wanted to go for it.
No one makes it but me.
Really? Because I wanted to, so it's like the first thing that pops in my mind. Maybe that's just rapper brain. Like, it's like it's low-hanging fruit to me. Like, if I had to roast you, it's right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean... Crohn's disease merch, Crohn's disease album.
I have thought about like doing merch.
I mean, who else can do it but you?
Right.
Nobody.
I know. Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
That, yeah.
I mean, like, and I don't think that there's like, I'm just trying to think of where you even go with that, because
yeah, it's like I have Crohn's disease, or it's like,
yeah,
you know, I don't. There's some different angles in there that
it could work. Like, yeah. I think you need a manager.
Like I think that the funny thing is that like my last name is spelled differently than the actual disease.
Yeah.
So if you spell it like I have Crohn's disease, like spelled with a K, I think that like then it's more clear that it's Crohn's not just like I have this disease, you know.
Well, at least as a tagline, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, hey, by the way, guys, it's me, Crohn's with a K. I mean, like, people are going to remember that. They'll be like...
And they do.
Because, folks, that's a lesson. That's another message for the children, all right? You got to create neural pathways. I read this in a book once, and it's really smart. It's like if you can't remember somebody's name, you look at their face, and you find, like, a thing that you can remember, and then you, like, create a sound, like, off of their name, like, that their name sounds like. So, like... If I was looking at a guy named Brian and he had a really big nose.
Frying Brian. And you picture him frying hamburgers.
On his nose.
On his nose.
Exactly, because then every time you look at Brian, you're going to see his nose.
That's
and it all comes back. It's Frying Brian. You got it. That's exactly how it works. So there you go. There's another lesson for the children. Here on... Radio. Clocking out.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. It's apparent his caricature is lost in the mess. It's hysterical, the picture that they put to his face. It's a